Yo, we are back with some more most anticipated unit enhancements. All right, so we have Luka to start us off today with a little bit of a change on her Aqua Refresh passive, which is right now 5% MP recovery, and then a slight HP regen mod per turn. Right now it's kind of whatever. If you do upgrade it though, it does get pretty potent and pretty powerful. It goes from a 60 HP regen per turn, like auto regen, up to a 600. And then it goes from a 5% refresh for your MP to a 10%. And then in addition to both of those things getting stronger, she just gets an additional 30% bonus base HP. So she's going to be gaining more of her HP and MP back per turn, and then her HP total stat will be higher. Or HP stat total will be higher. And it's not super expensive to enhance here. It uses 1 tier 5 and 3/4. So if you end up using Luka a lot, which some of you may, some of you may not, this is not a bad choice for an enhancement for Luka. Some of her other ones may be better. So let's look at those for you guys. So we're gonna go to Priestess Miracle, which is Luka's bread and butter thing, right? Like Luka doesn't have Curaja, this is what she's curing with. So base 1000 HP heal with a 3.4 spirit mod is what she starts with, and then it cures the old poison, blind, sleep, paralyze, and silence. Oh, and confuse. 25 MP, pretty decent. Moderately expensive to upgrade here, but it does turn into a cure all status elements in the game. I don't think this includes stop, because stop is like, I don't think it's coded as a status element. It's coded as like a status debuff, which is slightly different. It keeps the 1000 base HP heal that I could find, but it does, the mod on it goes from a 3.4 spirit mod to a 5.0 multiplier for the spirit mod. So this ability, as far as an upgrade, as far as an enhancement go, it's pretty expensive, but if you are using Luka a lot, being able to cure every status element in the game outside of stop is pretty strong. On the downside, she kind of already cures everything but Petrify, so I guess if you really want Luka to cure Petrify, you pick this one up. Otherwise, you can probably pass on it. And then we have my personal favorite one on here, because it's something that's so unique to her. We have Regenerate, which she has right now, obviously. Right now, it's a 1150 HP cure over time, like a regen it puts on your team for 3 turns with an 8.0 multiplier. It's decently cheap to get, and it gets pretty potent here. So it goes from a 1150 HP regen that lasts 3 turns to a 20,000 base HP regen that lasts 20 turns. And the mod goes from an 8 times multiplier to a 53 times multiplier. So if you have, as I have here, like 500 spirit and like 150 magic on your Luka, you'll have the base 20,000 HP multiplier, or the base 20,000 HP regen with an additional 14,000, a little over 14,000 additional HP regen on that multiplier. So you'll have like 34,000 HP healed over 20 turns. You'll be getting a 1,700 HP heal per turn on that regen. And I think this might actually stack with other regen effects. I know that it stacks, for instance, with like Noctis's cover. I don't know if it'll stack with other things as well on top of that. And if it does, like, you can use this with some other pretty potent regen effects to just passively get a whole bunch of HP back. Like if this stacks with like Marie's like Love You All regeneration, that's pretty strong too. And the fact that it lasts 20 turns, you put it on at the start of the fight, and you're getting like close to 2k HP back every turn just from this. So it kind of makes her a slightly better healer. Yeah, she can't dual cast, but if you're getting a free heal at the start of your turn every turn, that's not bad. So yeah, Luka gets some cool things. She might be able to stay relevant for you depending on how many enhancements you got to dump into her. So, alright, Randi. Randi gets so many things, it's ridiculous. He is a limited time unit, not everyone's gonna have him. I don't have him, but he gets so many things. So first thing he gets, auto charge. You can enhance this twice up to a max of 8 crystals limit break crystals per turn. You just every time it's your turn starts, you get 8. I think his limit break costs 16 crystals. So in 2 turns, you'll get your limit break just for having him alive at the start of your turn. Not bad. Okay, his limit break's pretty strong. Moving on. Hero of Legend. We'll go from a 35% attack and 20% defense and spirit increase when equipped with the sword. Enhance this, super expensive. As you can see here, 2 million gil, 4 5s, 12 4s. Holy crap. What do you get for that? Well, instead of 35% attack and 20% defense and spirit, you get 100% bonus base attack, 35% defense spirit when equipped with the sword. And if you are choosing to double hand it, which means you're not dual wielding, obviously, you'll get 100% bonus attack from every piece of gear you have on. So if your sword's like 120 attacks, say you're using Excalibur, not Excalibur, because that's not a sword. It's a great sword, but like a 100 attack sword. Well, if you're single wielding it, it'll be like 200 attack, because you just double the attack on all of your equipment, and then you'll get on top of that 100% of your whatever your base attack is, which will probably be like 170. So you'll get like 170 from your stats, and then 100% of whatever your gear has on it. So yeah, he gets pretty strong. This enhancement makes him pretty strong, for sure. We still have more though. We have Mana's Bond. If you level this up, it goes from a 10% attack increase and a 25% resist all status elements, to a 10% attack increase still, but a 100% resist all status elements in the game. Holy crap, what the heck? Randy's just immune to everything, I guess. Sure. Okay. Then on top of that, he gets auto regen and auto refresh. Auto regen's pretty weak, but 5% MP is 5% MP, right? So yeah, he gets some things for sure. Oh wait, but he gets more. He gets more things because that's fair, right? I guess. So power charge is another thing you can enhance on Randy. It goes from that is not power charge on top. That's the other thing. I forgot to change that. Rip my life. Sorry. Power charge though is like, I think it just, the base ability is increases your LB fill rate by 200%, and that's it. If you choose to upgrade it, super cheap to upgrade. As you can see here, it doesn't even use a 5, uses 1 4. You keep the 200% LB fill rate increase, and you get a self 2-turn plus 100% attack defense spirit buff. But on top of all of that, for the low price of 120k gil and almost no tech crystals, you get 3 new moves. All right, don't have the name for these 3 new moves, but they are there for you to use for 2 turns, I believe. They're there for 2 turns. You can just pick them. They're not random. They just show up in your skill list, and you are able to use whatever one you deem awesome enough to use for you. So the first one's kind of weird. It's just a 160% AoE 2-hit physical attack. Not that great, right? And it's kind of whatever. Second one though, we have a single hit, 700% single target physical attack with a 5-turn minus 50% wind resist to your enemy, and a 5-turn add wind to all of your attacks buff. So pretty good chain finisher here. 700%. Okay, not bad. And then his third move that he gets from power charge is a 700% single target 10-hit physical attack. So he's chaining now too as well, apparently. So yeah, you can chain finish and he can chain. Don't forget that to unlock these you have to use power charge, which in addition to you using that move prior to this turn, it gave you 200% increased chance, or not 200% chance, but 200% increased fill rate on your LB crystals, which if you also did his first enhancement where you get 8 a turn, well, you're going to take your turn this turn, have a full LB bar because you get 8 times 3. So you just go to full LB gauge. You'll be able to use power charge, give yourself win, 10-hit physical attack to chain, use these 2 moves whatever you want, have the 2-turn self 100% attack defense spirit buff, and then just have your LB gauge full after that. So like you'll power charge and just slam the enemy 3 times. It's 3 super strong attacks. So Randy gets a lot of good stuff. He's a very powerful unit. Oh wait, nope, he has more things actually. Sorry. So they also give him a little upgrade to Slice Thrice here. which is a 215% one-hit single attack, physical single hit target attack, in a 3-turn minus 35% defense debuff for your enemy. Spend some Purecrysts if you want here, and the move gets stronger, 400% mod instead of a 215% mod, and a 50% defense debuff instead of a 35% defense debuff. Excuse me. So, if you have Randi and you want to use Randi, I don't know when his enhancements are coming out, but get most of them and he'll be super strong for you, right? Like, I don't know. He's got 5 different enhancements, and one of his enhancements gives him a self buff and 3 new moves. So he gets like 8 new things. Okay. Like, way to go, Randi. Steal the show, my friend. Now, you're not even from a Final Fantasy game. What are you doing, Randi? Alright, so now we have one of my personal favorites, one that I cannot wait for. We don't even have 6-star Warrior of Light yet. Okay, and I know a lot of us are waiting for 6-star Warrior Light. Like, oh man, AoE breaks and stuff, and like has a 100% provoke, and he can like AoE cover and stuff. Do you know that he gets absurdly broken? Absurdly broken after he gets his enhancements. I'm really hoping Gumi like releases 6-star Warrior of Light with his enhancements at the same time, because I'd probably shed several tears of joy if that happened. So let's break down Warrior Light here real quick. Excuse me, I'm too happy. I love this man. Brave Presence he starts with. It's something he gets at 6-star. He gets a 1-turn taunt, 1-turn provoke with a 100% chance to be targeted. Right? It's just something he gets. Spend some Guard Crysts here, which if you've kept track, like very few units so far have used Guard Crysts. So if you plan on using Warrior of Light, you'll probably have leftover Guard Crysts by the time he comes out. And what do you get for that? Well, you get a 3-turn provoke with a 100% chance to be targeted for 14 MP. Awesome. He's tanking. Okay, 3-turn 100% chance to be targeted provoke. Yes, he is a tank. I would love that on my tank. Alright, what else do we have? Ooh, we have something not so great here. I probably will pass on this. But who cares? It is it's Hope. It's a passive. 100% bonus defense after your HP drops below 30%. Not bad. I just talked a bunch of crap about this 2 seconds ago. It's actually pretty strong. Yeah, now that I think about it, it's strong because of his next skill. So take it from a 100% defense increase when your HP drops below 30, increase it up to a 150% defense and spirit increase after your HP drops below 30%. And then I don't know why it was also listed on like every resource I read that you also get 20% bonus spirit. I think what that is that you don't get another 20% bonus spirit after your HP drops below 30%. I think what it is when you have this passive, you have the, if you're below 30% HP, you get 150% defensive spirit. And then in addition to that, you just always have 20% more spirit on your character. It's just like a passive stat buff added onto this Hope passive. So, yeah, I just got done talking crap about this 2 seconds ago, but I also just had an epiphany, and it's probably pretty strong. And the reason I was thinking it was pretty crapola, so you have to drop below 30%, right? But it's probably pretty easy to get your Warrior of Light to drop down slowly, maybe in like 1 turn or 2 turns, hit that 30% threshold, and survive, because we have the light is with us. The light's with us. The light's with me if I have this on my team. I'll tell you that much. So the light is with us. Super strong. I believe his base effect is actually 1 turn. I wrote this incorrectly. It is a 1 turn, 50% chance to defend allies. Allies, plural. So it's like cover, except it's not a passive. You have to use it on your turn as an ability. But cover is defend in ally. The light is with us is defend allies. So, like, you're up against a monster who casts like Faraga. You have like Cecil on your team, and his cover procs, he'll like dash in front of one dude, he'll protect that one guy, and the other like 4 dudes on your team will get ran by the Faraga. Not Warrior Light. You use this on Warrior Light, he will block for every single person, assuming assuming, you know, you roll the 50-50 on his level 1 skill, and it says, yes, you can block for that person. He'll block for all of them at the same time. And he'll take 50% reduced physical and magical damage. Okay, what do you get when you upgrade it? Well, you get it goes from a 1 turn. I believe the base effect is 1 turn, not 3. It goes from a 1 turn lasting buff to a 3 turn buff, 75% chance to block for all allies still. And it goes up from a 50% magic or 50% physical damage reduction, 50% magic damage reduction, to a 70% damage for magic reduction when you do this. So he can absorb like damage from everyone on your team, right? Like say you're up against like an Ifrit fight or whatever. Like maybe you remember the FF14 raid fight where like Ifrit just is like AoE, 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 AoE. You make Warrior of Light super tanky. You're like, the light is with us, right? The light's with us, bro. And you absorb all the damage and all the AoEs, and you take like 70% reduced damage from everything. You know, you got like fire resist on. Maybe you've got some dodge on your Warrior Light, so he like blocks all the moves, dodges half of them. Warrior Light is just too strong. I cannot wait for this enhancement to come out. Oh my goodness. All right, so I lied. I had to double check because I knew that I worked super hard to make sure I had like no mistakes or typos and stuff. This time, the light is with us base effect is indeed 3 turns base, not 1. It is 3. So this unit's even better than I thought it was. I always assumed that it was 1. It was 1 turn cover, just like it was a 1 turn provoke. No. It's 3. AoE covering all your guys. I cannot possibly wait any longer for this guy. I need him. All right, so that's these units. Randy stole the show with his like 18 moves or whatever. I hope you guys enjoyed this. You guys comment about it. Tell me what you like. Tell me who you hope to see. We're still not done yet. We have a lot of dudes to cover. And I'm not even covering every single unit that gets enhancements. I'm covering the ones that are like, wow, these guys are insane. You know, like Randy got like 8 things. Who thought Randy was going to get 8 things? I didn't. I knew he got some stuff. I didn't know he got all that stuff, you know? So, you know, share it to your friends if they think they're interested. You know, hit that sub button if you want to see more of my stuff. And I'll see you guys later.